After living in the US for 4 years, an old woman finally returned home. But when she entered her house, she was deeply saddened to see its poor condition. The first person she met was her daughter. She noticed her daughter wasn't wearing any shoes, so she immediately gave her a new pair. A few moments later, she saw a young man nearby and asked her daughter who he was. The daughter replied softly, "He's my husband. He takes good care of me." The old woman followed her daughter inside the house. The moment she entered the bedroom, she was shocked. The room was messy, and there was a bad smell everywhere. She frowned and said, "How can you live in such a dirty place? I can't stay here." The next day, while talking to her daughter, she lost her patience. "Why did you marry a poor beggar?" she shouted. "He can't even give you a good home or a comfortable life." Her daughter, holding back tears, replied, "Because I love him, Mom. I chose him as my life partner, not for money, but for love." Her mother, filled with anger, slapped her across the face and insulted her badly. The daughter's husband stood quietly in the background, hearing every word. Then the old woman said coldly, "Return all the money I've sent you over the years." The daughter felt broken, but after a few days, she gathered her small savings and went to her mother. The old woman was sitting under a fan, cooling herself, when the daughter handed her the money. "These are all I have right now," she said. "I'll return the rest little by little." Months later, one day the husband sent his wife a message. "Come to this address. I have something special for you." When she arrived and entered the room, she found a beautiful dress lying on the bed with a small note that said, "Wear it, beautiful." She smiled, put on the dress, and a few moments later, a man wearing a mask walked in. Surprised, she asked, "Who are you?" The man replied, "I'm your love." Then he removed the mask. It was her husband. She gasped in surprise and joy. He took her hand and said, "This is our new home. I bought it for us." She was stunned. "But why did we live in that small, poor place for so long?" He smiled gently and said, "Because I wanted to know, do you love me for who I am or just for money? Now I know your love is true." Just then, her mother entered the room and saw their beautiful new house. The daughter looked at her and said, "You mocked our poverty and our love, but today, look, we've built our own beautiful home." Her mother stood in silence, full of regret, and quietly walked away. The couple hugged each other tightly, tears of happiness in their eyes. Would you still choose love if it meant living in poverty?